Now, I've got some personal advice that I want to give to Cedric Alexander. I was talking with Bob Evans about this last night. I think Cedric Alexander, he's got two directions that he could go. Number one, immediately to AEW and pick up where he left off with the Hurt Business. They could just go right back and do the exact same thing. And he'll be a spectacular, high-flying, great athlete, wrestler. He'll make good guaranteed money, and everything will be fine. Or he could try to get back into WWE by going the New Japan route. He'll make less money. He'll make a lot less money. But he will get over. And he could, trust me, if he goes there and he gets over, I think WWE would say, okay, come on back at some point soon. It's worked for other guys. I wouldn't say it was AJ Styles who kind of like put that sort of on the map. That was a conscious decision to go and show the world that he knew how to work and how good he was, that he wasn't just the big fish in the small pond in TNA, and New Japan was a part of it. But it's happened with other guys, and I think that right now the market would say you could take the guaranteed money or you could get back to WWE by taking the non-traditional route. And it just depends on everybody's situation is different. I know Cedric is probably, I think he's like 36 or 37 now, but that would be my advice to him, is to give New Japan a serious look. And if he really wants to go to WWE, go back there, then the way to do it would be through New Japan. If he just wants to be a wrestler and a wrestling star, go to AEW, get the guaranteed money, and everything will be fine. But if he wants to do something different, Cody Rhodes was the perfect example of that. Cody Rhodes bet on himself. He asked for his release, then began to write the story by asking for his release, and finish the story was not just 1 year at WrestleMania and then come back and win the title. Finish the story was leave on your own, go everywhere, get over, become an ambassador for professional wrestling, then eventually come back to WWE, only to be denied 1 year and to win the title the next. Could Cedric Alexander have that? Yeah, could Cedric have that type of run? I don't know. But he has a choice to make. If it was me, I'd take a serious look at New Japan.
Yeah, Cody definitely knew what he was doing. It seems like he wrote it like he would write an angle and wrote it backwards and all the way to where he's at, and knew exactly what he wanted to do the whole entire time.
One of the greatest stories ever written in wrestling, because when you talk about long-term storytelling and you know what he did, what his father did with Kevin Sullivan, and long-term storytelling, what Dusty did with Ole Anderson, and long-term storytelling. Cody had to do it in a much different route. Wrote it like a reality TV show where it was both in the business and out of the business. And it, amazing, right? It just incredible. It's one of the greatest stories ever written. And I agree with you wholeheartedly that it had a beginning, it had a middle, it had an end. It was, he worked it backwards just like you should.